Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away. And today I'm going to be doing stages 7 to 10 of the Hachette Partworks release of Build the Doctor Who Dalek. Exterminate! Now, you know what the advantage with doing some of these later than everybody else is that I've already been pre-warned about stage 9, where we've got to put some washers in. I am going to do it. I don't think they make much difference, but I'm going to do it anyway. I am going to look at my pots of tricks that I've got up here, though, because I might have some washers rather than have to use these photo etch parts that we're having to put together. You're going to see exactly what I mean in stage 9 when I get to that. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, it's available through Hachette Partworks at the moment, and you can get that from the video description, and there's also a QR code on the screen. But before we jump into it, I have got a very special merch on the map. And this one's very apt. This is from our very own Lou Dalmaso, the Aztec dummy himself. He has taken a picture of a bit of merch, and it's not a t-shirt, it's actually a cushion. Check this out, by his full-size Dalek. That is absolutely awesome. Lou, thank you so much for this picture, but that looks absolutely brilliant. I can't wait one day to see your Dalek in person. Now, Lou is based in North Carolina, so how far is North Carolina from the UK? No idea again. I'm probably guessing about 3,500 miles. We'll have to see what that says on the map there. But thank you, Lou. That was absolutely brilliant. You are today's merch on the map. And as you saw, it's not just t-shirts and hoodies and stuff. It's stickers, it's phone covers, it's wall art, and it's pillows. So if you want to participate that in yourself, I have put a link down here to the Dashley website. You can get some merch from that, and then just email me, send me the picture, and I'll make sure you appear on merch on the map. But we're going to jump straight into this, so without further ado, let's get cracking. So I will hunt washers just to see if I do have any when we come to stage 9. But today, this is the magazine, starting with stage 7. And as you can see here, we've got another panel to put in, and we are going to be finishing putting this headlight in. You see, this is what we did last time, ear light, whatever you want to call them. As a matter of fact, it's called the outer panel energy dispenser light frame. That's what it's called, an energy dispenser. So putting this panel in here, putting this into place, and then we are putting this light. Oh, we're creating the light, we're not actually putting it in yet. Now, I will be using my screwdriver, but I am aware that when we come to screwing these in, I don't know if that's going to be a little bit too long. So I do have a stubby screwdriver that I'm going to use just to get into there when I do screw that in. Now, the good thing about Hachette builds is you can see they really cut down on the packaging. So everything is normally in cardboard. So let's get this open, and paper. Just take all these parts out. And this is what the other panel looks like. So we're going to be putting the panel in first, bringing this over. This is actually going to be going on this side here. So I'm just going to do a quick test fit for this. And I do realise that a lot of people last time when I just clipped this in were telling me about that I hadn't clipped in this all the way around here. But as you can see, that's all clipped in now. So we are good with that. That's clipped in nice and tight as well. So we do need to screw this in. And I'm going into metal. So I'll put these in here. Now you can see I could use my screwdriver here, no problems at all. But that's the second one. But this one, yeah, there's no chance. So I am going to use my stubby screwdriver for that. And I'm putting this under the Eye-Stalk there, you see. Just so I can get this more direct, get this screwed in as tight as I possibly can. Just check that's nice and smooth around there, which it is. That's in place, perfect. So put that to one side. So doing the light diffuser now, we're going to be putting this lens into here. And I do need to match up these holes with these lugs. So I believe that goes in that way. That looks good, and push that in. So it's fitting perfectly in there. Then I'm going to be putting the light above it. Again, making sure that that's going to fit in there over all the lugs, which it does. Again, it can only fit in one way. And then I'm holding that in with AP screws. So I need 2 of these. And one on this side. And there we go. With that in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. Okay, in stage 8, here is the magazine. It looks like we've got another panel to put in here. Just having a quick slow flick through so you can see all the parts of this magazine. And here's another panel. We've got some big screws. These look like Allen head screws here. We're going to be putting the Eye-Stalk in, putting these Allen head screws in to secure that into place by the look of it, and then we're going to be putting that other panel in just like that. So at the end, that's how it's looking. That's what's coming in the next stage. Now, interestingly, in this picture, it doesn't show you those little washer things, but they are there. Trust me, I've checked. So just opening stage 8 up, and I'll get all of these parts out. Once again, here's how that plating looks, but I'm going to put that to one side while I put the next eye diffuser in. So once again, this is going to be a case of just putting the cable through here and then lining up the lugs just like that. You shouldn't be able to turn it, you should be able to lock in there. And I'm going to just start that off with these Allen head screws, and I do have the key here to put that into place. And because I'm right-handed, I'll just have to spin that round so I can put one at the bottom. I am wondering, can I use my screwdriver for this? I'll put the bit head in the end. Is that going to be easier? Oh wow, that's a lot easier. Should have been using that first time. There you go. So that's in nice and tight. So turn this upside down, and I do want to keep this cable under control here. So just like we did on the other side, I'm going to have this going straight down here, and I'll just bring it along the side up here. Again, no idea where this is going, but I'm very much aware that I've got to have access to, let me just put that in there. I've got to have access to these panels here, because this is what we're going to be taking out in the next stage, just these two here. But if we just go back onto this side here, the panel that we got this time is going to go into this side. So I'm just lining it up, making sure that's all clipped into place. And it's flush in there, which it is, as you can see on the top camera. Once again, I'm holding those in with 3 AM screws. Got my little stubby screwdriver here, just for the one at the bottom. There you go, and that's in place. And once again, I'm just going to check the fit, make sure that that's lovely and flush along the sides. That's excellent. That's all there is to do in that stage. Right, let's see what everyone's going on about. This is stage 9. So looking through the instructions, and as I mentioned right at the start of this build, we've got these little photo etch details. And if I just open the pack here, I've already taken them out of the little thing here. They look like that. Now, let me just have a look what size these are. The outer hole is looking like about 5mm, and the inner hole looks about 3.5. I'm going 3.5. Let me just see if I have got some washers for those. I will just show you through the last bit of the magazine though, because we are replacing those washers and putting another panel in, and this is what we've got coming in the next stage. Yeah, I haven't got anything that small. Okay, let's turn this over. What I want to do is take out the screws from here and here. Let's do that first. Now, have I got any idea what these washers do? No, I haven't. But to get them off, you can just rock them like this. You don't need to cut them off. They're very clean photo etch, so they come off just like this. And they come off with no flashing on the side if you do it this way. Now, there's no spares on these, so what you've got is what you've got. Now, we're going to be putting 2 in each one here, so you'll have one going in here just like that, and another one get my tweezers here, try to pick them up, going on top of it. Perfect. And do the same at the bottom. One there. And one there. That looks good. And then you want to keep this way round without them falling out, which means I'm going to be putting this in from upside down. So I can't show you this on camera because I'm going to be lifting it above my head to put this into place. Just like that. See, nice and easy. What was everyone moaning about? That weren't too hard. That wasn't too hard at all. Let's screw this in. You all worried me. Everyone's saying how much of a problem these were. That wasn't a problem at all. So there you go. They're in place. That wasn't a problem at all. I'm confused about why people were having problems with those. Please help. Okay, do the same on this one. So, one in here. Then the next one. Then this one. And then the other one. So that's 4 for each one. And again, same thing. Putting this above my head. To get that into place. Just like that. Okay. And then just screw this one up as well. Please don't ask me what that's done. I just don't know. I just can't see how that's lifted up that much. But they're in. They're not going anywhere. And that's now enabled me to have this front plate, or this back plate, should I say, in to put the plate in. And I've got that here. I haven't opened that yet. It looks like this. And once again, I'm just going to be pushing this into the grooves at the top, making sure that's sitting flat, which looks good. Check it from the bottom as well. The Eye-Stalk keeps coming out there. Yep, that's looking good. It's going to be sitting fine in there. Excellent. So I'm going to be putting this in with BM screws. And we need 4 of these. Once again, I'm going to have to use my stubby screwdriver to get to the ones at the bottom. So let's just check how that looks. Again, nice and flush. Looking really good. That's all there is to do in that stage. So the last stage, stage 10. Here is the magazine. Just looking like this. And as you can see, we've got a spring here. We've got a shield for that Eye-Stalk, which means that that's going to be locked into place. And we've got another panel here as well. So we will put this into place just like this. It's going to be on a spring, so it will bounce up and down, and then put that last panel in. And in the next stage, we've got a motor coming by the look of it. So here we go. This is the last stage of parts. I'll get all of this out. Okay, so here's all the parts. Let's bring over this Dalek head. And I want to ensure that this Eye-Stalk here is fitting into that groove there eventually. That's how it's going to fit, but we do need to put some bearings over each side, and that's what these bearings here are for. So I'll slip one on this side here and one on the other side. I'm going to take the spring, which just ran away from me there. Make sure this cable's out the way, and put that onto this section here. And then that's going to go into the indent that I've got of this section here. So when I lock it all down into place, making sure everything fits, that is how that's going to look into place. But I obviously need to hold that in now, which is why we've got this section. And it's going to go in this way, just over the top of everything in there. And then that's held in with AP screws. And I need 4 of these. I've put all 4 in loosely. I'm now tightening them all up. So what does that do? It's basically kept this into place, and now we've got this bobby section here, looking like that. All we're going to do then is we're going to be putting the last panel in here. That's just going to be going on top like that, and you can see that fits lovely. Doesn't that dome look good? Okay, and we're going to be holding that in with these BM screws again. So I have put some oil on these. That's one. Just put the other 2 in. And there you go. That's all 3 of those in. Let me just see how this looks from the other side. Oh, that looks lovely. And that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. How cool does that look? And yeah, Wayne, wait a minute, I might be able to keep this to stay on. Look at this. Wow, look, that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. Ah, anyway, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. There's also that QR code on the screen, but I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care. It's really heavy.